All right. I thought when I explain you these things, I thought that earlier I have an idea that if I just try to explain you over and over again, I mean, too much of things, I won't be able to complete my course. So it is important that we go at a rate. That means we have to maintain our speed. Speed also is important. Without speed, we can't finish it up. Even though we go fast, you see, this course is long. There are so many things that you have to learn. Okay, let us go to the lesson now. Introducing yourself and others. This is the lesson that we've been doing even last week. So you understand to introduce yourself, it's just how to introduce yourself, and you can introduce others too, right? You can introduce others also to your friends. Okay, it is very important that you learn that, right? How to introduce yourself to others, and when people introduce you, you must be able to, there are things that you have to tell them, and the language is very important. Okay, let us move. Conversation, meeting at a party. So this is our lesson. Let us read it. Okay, now two of you can read. Let's see.
I'm happy to meet you too. And yes, I have heard about you. Football player and party animal extraordinaire.
Football, yes. And as a matter of fact, I do like parties. But tell me more about yourself and what you do in San Diego.
Well, I'm more of a surfer than a football player. You know, San Diego has a fantastic coast, and we can surf all day and then party on the beach at night.
That sounds awesome. How long are you staying?
Right. Now, okay. Next part. Next part. Let's read Damita and Prabodhi.
Well, I'll be here for 2 weeks. John has promised me a non-stop schedule, kind of mix sightseeing, meeting his friends, checking out the local scene, and hopefully camping in the mountains for a couple of days.
John's a good guy, and you can be sure he knows the local sense. He knows everybody in town. I'm sure he'll show you good time, and his friends are here to help.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I am still a bit jet lagged at the moment, but should be in good shape by tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing what John has in store for me.
Don't worry, we'll all take good care of you. And don't be surprised if we show up on your doorstep in San Diego on one day, ready for safari. Surfing, sorry.
Right. It's so good. And we've been talking about this lesson. And we have learned quite a lot. And now we're going to learn more. The couple of. What do you understand about couple of? What is couple of? The couple of. Can somebody tell me what a couple of is? What is a couple of? Hmm? Actually, a couple really means two. However, informally, it can mean more than that. There can be some more meaning, but it does not indicate a small number. It does indicate a small number. We say the exact meaning of couple is two, but we use that for many. I mean, not two, just two, maybe three, four, five, six. Also, we use a couple, right? It doesn't mean exactly two, but it is always a small number. That is what you should understand. If I say, I shall finish it in a couple of days, it doesn't mean that 2 days. It means a little number of days. I have couple of rupees. So it's a couple of rupees, it's not mean 2 rupees, maybe little number of rupees. Okay, that's the idea. So you can say there are a couple of people, couple of workers. There's not two workers, maybe little number of workers, maybe two or three, four workers. It's a couple of workers. It is very important that you should understand the meaning is different. Yes, if you learn the meaning from dictionary, you might say couple only for two people. Now we have couples in Sri Lanka. And then the couple means two, but it can be more than two, but a little number. That is what you should understand. I'll see you in a couple of hours. Couple of hours means a little number of little time. I'll see you sometime today. That's the idea. Right? The meaning is there. This is the meaning. The meaning. Right? So if you say like this, it only costs a couple of dollars. That means it costs less than $5. Little number. He'll be home in a couple of months. That means he will come home before the end of the year. Maybe little number of months. I hope you understand. Now you see, there's another thing. Good guy. What is a good guy? Good guy. Calling someone a good guy. See, it is a good guy. Is a common way to recommend a male. Male has been understanding of someone's situation, helpful or generous. That means a good man. When you talk about a good man, you say, oh, he's a good guy. That means he understands you, he will help you, he is generous, you can get help from you, you can ask for something from him, you can trust him, he's a good guy. And that is, you should understand, we use a good guy that is only for a man. Right? But when you talk about a woman, what do you say? A female with the same qualities. Same qualities. You don't say a good woman. You had to say a female with good, you same kind of recommendation. You recommend that person. You recommend. Go and meet that person. See? Recommend. When you recommend a man, you say he's a good guy. That means he understands you, he helps you, he will be of great use to you. If you use the same recommendation for a female, you have to say understanding, helpful, generous. Don't use good guy. So it is very important. See, this is the English, right? Now this is what the English you should learn because this is what the English people use. English people use. In Sri Lanka people, so they translate, right? They just get the meaning, but the language is really, really, really different. You have to understand it like this. So look here. If you're looking for a used car, an old car, go see Sam Smith. He's a good guy and will probably give you a good price. So you should go and see Sam Smith. Why? He's a good guy. That means you can trust him. He's helpful. He's all. He's the real person you can trust him. He's a good guy. Next one. If you want a teaching job, call Mary Johnson. She's very understanding and will give you good advice. You see? Understand. We use it women, understand. For a man, we use guy. See? Not only understanding, for a woman, we can say she's she's understanding and she's helpful, she's generous, things like that. Those things actually is really right. I think okay. I think you understand this. Actually, this is very important part. You can say he's a good guy for a man, good man. Good woman, you can say she's understanding, she's helpful, she's generous. But for a man, you don't say he's understanding, he's helpful, he's generous. You say he's a good guy. That is a big thing that you have to learn in English. Spoken English is like that, right? So we did basic and we are doing advanced. See in the conversation, John's a good guy, and you can be sure he knows the local scene. He knows everybody in town. I'm sure he'll show you a good time. And his friends are here to help. Okay, right? Right. Now, we know what good guy means. Now we are going to talk about local scene. Can somebody tell me what local scene means? Who can tell me? Netma Sasali. Netma, can you tell me what local scene means? Your idea. How do you think about that? Netma Sasali. Please tell me. Netma?
Don't know, sir. I.
You don't understand it. Somebody who understand, maybe Prabodhi, do you understand? Prabodhi,
Uh, uh, clubs, bar, disco වගේ දේවල්ද
local to maybe. So you are already close. Can be something like that. Okay, very good. Let's go. Local scene. Local scene is local scene refers to the culture and range of entertainment offered in a particular area. Particular area. So if somebody is in Kiribati at Kiribati, he can say, someone can ask me, what is the local scene here? That means he understand what are the good things that I have in this place to enjoy myself. Films, bars, maybe place to dance, places to eat, and parks also, like cinema, theater, and everything, which is important for a person to enjoy. So that is the local scene. You know the local scene. Right? See, I am moving to Springfield next month. What's the local scene like there? Oh, it's great. There are lots of things to do at night and on weekends. So that's great. Local scene means so many things are there. Right? And he doesn't know what the local scene is. He's going to a new place. What is the new place? Springfield next month. Now he may be calling a person from that place and ask, what is the local scene like? What does he mean? Local scene means he asks you what kind of entertainment are is there in that place. Right? So people now, English people actually, when they talk to you, they use this word, these words. They don't use the, the kind of words that we find in dictionary. This is spoken English. So they might ask, what is the local scene? And you don't know, you just can't make head or tail out of it. You might go to dictionary, and even the dictionary doesn't give the right meaning. So then you'll be really helpless and you think, I don't understand English. What is local thing? Local means you know what scene is and you know what local is, and you put these two words together and you make no sense at all. That is why it is important to learn like this. Okay, local scene definition can give you all of the things that are happening in a specific place made up of pubs, bars, clubs, discos, museums, restaurants, cafes, etc. And all the people who go to those kinds of places. So that the everything is called local. I hope you have an idea. Okay. Now, to show someone a good time, to show someone a good time, Can somebody tell me what does it mean? Who is going to tell me? Frank, can you tell me?
It means can spend time with fun and happiness.
Yeah, very close. Very close, something like that. And yes, like that. Very good. And to show someone a good time means to make sure he or she is entertained. For an example, somebody comes to your place. Now he might ask you, hey, I am visiting you next week for holiday. Can you show me good time? Yes, I shall show you good time. I shall show you good time means I shall give you lot of things so that you can be happy. I shall make sure, I think you understand, but make sure is, like we learned last week, what make sure is, so I can make sure that you entertain yourself. That's it. So it's great. And now, if you come to visit in December, if you come visit in December, that is my place, we'll show you a good time. All our friends have parties in December. So when you come December, I can show you good time. You understand? I shall show you good time. So that means you won't be disappointed. You will be really happy in December. Say some countries we go bad time in winter, cold, and there is no much local sea. Then you come there, you can say, I'm very sure that I'm very sad that you came this time. You visited me in winter because now there is no much local scene here. So I can't show you a good time here. But if you would come in summer, I shall show you good time. Hope you understand. Showing good time, showing a person, showing person a good time means make him enjoy. That is what. So you should understand it. I hope it is very important. That phrase is very important. Right? So actually, we can't. You have to write this down and learn, right? Uh, Now this we have thought then. Say, read this. Don't say this. Please, some other thing. Can you read this?
Okay, sir. But John's good guy. John's a good guy, and you can be sure he knows the local sense. He knows everybody, everybody in town. I am sure he'd show you go good time, and his friends are help to help.
Yes. Now let us go to understand this. Now you know what good guy is. Everything you know. So we have learned that, and I hope you have no problem there. So somebody like maybe some other one. Can you explain this to me? What does he say? Good guy, and you can be sure, and all this. Can you explain this to me? Show a good time. So you have good words here. So you have to explain that to me.
That means meaning of this.
Yes, yes. Say in other words. Simplify this. Say in simple English. So actually, we have good English here. This is the not real, spoken English. But in Sri Lanka, we don't use this kind of things. We use other words, maybe Sinhalese translation. We don't use English here. We are in Sri Lanka. We use Singlish, right? In Singlish, we don't say good guy. We don't say show you a good time. We say I can make you enjoy like that. I can you will be happy like that, right? Local scene, we don't know what local scene in English. In English, it is there, but a local scene is really, actually, it's a charged word. When you say local scene, in Europe, everybody understands. But if you go and say local scene in Sri Lanka, they might go to dictionary and they get a stupid meaning, and they will think they will not, they won't be able to understand it. Okay. So just give me the meaning, just the meaning.
Uh, its meaning is introduce about Jones. That means Jones is good guy. Uh, uh, so that about the he can show for others. Uh, that means said that he can show others for good time for his friends. Is it okay?
Yeah, okay. Show you a good time. John's a good guy. John's a good guy means you can trust him. You can trust him. And you can be sure that means there will be no problem for him. He knows the local scene. He know everything in the area. He know where the bars are. He know where the parks are. He know where the cinemas are. He know everything there. So he knows everybody in town again. I'm sure he'll show you a good time. That means if you go with John, you you will be able to enjoy yourself. So that is the idea, right? So I hope you understand it. And we move. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. So what is thanks so much? Thanks so much is a common way of expressing appreciation. Appreciation means something is very good for you and then you just admire it and how much you value that and you want to show others this is very important for me. So when you say this is important for me, you say thanks so much. Other ways to say this are thank you very much, thanks a lot, I really appreciate this, you are a doll. That's very informal. You are a doll is very informal. Informal is it's not good language, right? It's, people use that, but it's not good language. You're a doll, right? And again, you can say you are a sweetheart. That also is very informal. That means you like something the other person has done for you. For an example, I come to your place and I like to eat something very much, maybe some dish, right? One of my favorite dish. So you prepare that dish for me, and then I eat that. I'm very happy. I say thanks, thanks. I appreciate that. I admire your deeds. Right? I like what you did. And then what do how can I show that I like what you did? Eh? How can I say that you are a good person, you are a good guy because you gave this to me and it's a great thing for me. So I'm really happy. So then I am really happy that from my side, but I want to show you, I want to tell you that I'm happy because of the thing that you did. So how can I say that? I say, thanks so much. Thanks so much is okay. That we can say, but it is not alone, right? Not only thanks so much. You can say thank you very much. Same meaning. Thanks a lot. Same meaning. I really appreciate this. Same meaning. You are a doll. Same meaning, but it's very informal. Informal means you can use that with friends, right? But don't we use with little distant people. You are a sweetheart. That's very informal. Don't use with strangers, right? People you meet for the first time, don't say, oh, you're a sweetheart. But very close friends, with you, when you use things with very close friends, that's the informal language. That's informal means that language is not used with other people. That is why we call that it is informal. It is only for friends and family people, right? You're a sweetheart. If you say you are a sweetheart, the family members, and your close friends will be very happy. But if you go and tell somebody on the road, hey, you are a sweetheart, what? He get angry. You understand? So you must be very careful about the place. Informal language is in informal situations, right? That you have to understand. The reply to any of these means I said many things. One, thanks so much. Thank you very much. Two. Third one is thanks a lot. I really appreciate this. And then you are a doll, you're a sweetheart. So how many? One, two, three, four, five, six, and seven. Right? And if somebody says any one of them, what is the reply that you're going to give? You can say, you're welcome. That's one reply. Somebody says, thank you so much. Why does he say thank you so much? He appreciates what you did. Right? You helped him and he is happy. He says, thank you very much. Right? And you gave him money. He's very happy and he says, thank you so much. So then you want to reply. So what do you say? If somebody says thanks so much, because English is a language of words. For everything there is a word, right? If you go to a funeral, you have to say something. If you go to a wedding, you have to say something. If you go to a party, you have to say something. If somebody give you a present, you have to say something. If you want to pass somebody, you have to say something. Everywhere you have to say something. And there are fixed words, fixed expressions. When you are in a bus, you say something. When you are in a church, you say something. At Christmas, you say something. In the morning, you say something. In the afternoon, you say something. At night, you say something. When you go to bed, you say something. When you come out of bed, you say something to the person you meet. Right? When you meet somebody on the road, you say something. So English is a language of saying. You have to say something. But you can't say what you say in the morning at night. You can't say what you say at lunch, at dinner. So you can't say what you say at a party, at a wedding. At a wedding party, at a different function, you have to be very selective. And if you go to a Christmas party, you don't say what you say at a wedding party. And if you go for an anniversary, right? My goodness. Then there are special days, Valentine days. So I don't know what kind of whatever comes. If you have nothing to say that occasion, you will be very uncomfortable. You don't know. So you have to be very, careful with English. You have to learn that in the right way. Otherwise, you know a lot of grammar, you know a lot of words, but you can't speak. Even if you speak, people might laugh at you. Hey, look at the way that you speak. Right? So you must learn how to be social with English. So there are so many things. That is why I keep the standard of this course. I can put this down and make it again basic. And some people have told me that they can't cope up with this course and they have to stop the course if I don't take it down. So what can I do? I take this down and I make it basic again. So I shall be doing basic again. So there is a basic course. You can join that if you want. So we have to keep the standard of this course. So you can say these answers. You're welcome. Oh, no problem. I'm glad I could help you. Glad to help. Anytime. Somebody says, thank you so much. Anytime. You can say, don't worry. Somebody says, thank you so much. Don't worry. Things like that, right? So all these things are replies to the question, not the question, that expression, thank you so much. You reply like this. I hope you understand. See this? Thanks so much for fixing my tire. Somebody helped you to fix a tire, right? Your vehicle, car has a flat tire, then somebody helps you for fixing your tire. Then you say, thanks so much for fixing my tire. I really appreciate. The other person say, no problem. He says like that. Okay, we shall practice this. I think, Nitma Sasindi, you read the first one. Nirmala, give the answer. Nitma, say thanks so much. Nirmala, give the answer. Please wait. Nirmala, give the answer. And Netma, is it? Netma, thank you. Okay, please. Netma,
Thanks so much for fixing my tire. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
but English language is not words, not only words. There is a hidden also, right? You can say no problem in many ways. You can say, thanks so much for fixing my tire. I really appreciate it. No problem. You say like that. If you ask, no problem, no problem. If you say like that, it gives different meanings, right? So when you answer a question, thanks so much, you say, no problem. Anytime, you can say like that. But if you say anytime, people don't understand anytime. What's that anytime? But if you say anytime, oh, see that very, very different. English is more, it is different that we understand that language. I mean, we should understand it in the right way. Okay, thank you very much for helping us. You're welcome anytime. You can sometimes give two replies together. You're welcome anytime. Like that. Thank you very much for helping us. No problem. Anytime. You can say like that. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for helping us. Don't worry. Anytime. You can say like that. Even two replies can be given. Okay. Now we are going to now Sanduni Aditya. Sanduni Aditya and Nitin. Please read this dialogue.
Shall I start?
Okay.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I'm still a bit jet lagged at the moment, but should be in good shape by tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing what John has in store for me.
Don't worry. We'll all take good care of you. And don't be surprised if we show up on your doorstep in San Diego one day, ready for surfing.
Right. So I think I know that I have sent you this dialogue. So you better read it several times and be sure of the pronunciation of the words and be sure of everything, the meanings of these words. So it is that's how you learn it, right? Okay. See, thanks so much. I really appreciate that. I'm still a bit jet lagged at the moment, but should be in good shape by tomorrow. I'm looking forward to hearing what John has in store for me. Don't worry, we'll all take good care of you. And don't be surprised if we show up on your doorstep in San Diego one day, ready for surfing. Okay. So what is it? He gives He's very happy. So he says, thanks so much. He says, I really appreciate. Why is he appreciate something he did, right? And then he talks about his problem. I am a bit jet lagged. What is jet lagged? I don't know if you have that in dictionary. Jet lagged means when you travel in a vehicle, usually usually an aeroplane, you keep your legs together and then your legs are paining, your body is paining, and you're not actually you're not in good shape because actually you are not your body is paining and you need time rest. I'm jet lagged at the moment, but should be in good shape. Good shape means it will be all right by tomorrow. I'm looking forward. I'm waiting eagerly, hearing what John has in store for me. What is waiting with John for me? Don't worry. Don't worry means don't. You are thanking me, so I said, don't worry. We'll take good care of you. And don't be surprised if we show up you on your doorstep in San Diego one day, ready for service. So there are a lot of things for us to be get cleared away, right? So you should be with me. You read this. Otherwise, I again warn you, you will be drop out, right? Drop out means you will have to stop this class if you don't keep up with me, right? Or if you try to go, if you won't go in front of me, read this at home and learn this and practice this, and that's the way, right? Otherwise, it's hard. Now, here you see what I am explaining each and every word here, right? In good shape. So now I'm going to, I told you what thanks so much. And now there are so many things looking forward and also those steps and lot of things. But for the time being, thanks so much is finished. Now we are going to do in a good shape. This jet lag, it means after traveling, after flying, you keeping your legs together, then you have pains in your legs, right? You can't move properly. So now in good shape, what is to be in good shape? First of all, you have to understand to be. To be means what to be. Is, am, ma, was, were, will be, all that, right? Is, am, ma, was, were, and will be. To be. So you can say, I am in, you use am. You are in good shape. She is in good shape. We are in good shape. Right? Now, what is in good shape? Now, this is the biggest problem that we have. We understand, in, no problem, we understand in, and we understand good, and we understand shape. But when you put these things together, we don't understand anything. What is in good shape? We have no idea. We know what good is, we know what in is, we know what shape is, and that is why we should learn English. Right? English language is like that. So, not learning learning the meanings of words is not enough. And people are after learning the meanings of words and learning those tenses, they think they know English and they stop learning. But the good part of English is left behind. They have to learn that. They have to pay attention for that. So this is what you have missed. To be in good shape means what? To be fit. To be fit. How? Financially, not physically, right? Not your body fit, your money. I am fit. I can buy a car. So you can say, I'm in a good shape. I'm in good shape. Not in a good shape. I am in good shape. I have a good job. I'm good shape. That means I have no problems. I have enough money. Or situationally. Situation means if there is a situation, you are going for an interview. Then somebody can say she's in good shape because she has paid English and she has good grades for exams. So she is in good shape for interview. In the way people say that you are situationally, you are fit for that interview. And financially, you are fit for something. You understand? You are fit. How? Financially, you are fit. Or you are fit. How? Situationally, you are fit. Right? And then when you go to face a problem which involves money, then you can say, I'm in a good shape because I have enough money. Right? So when any problems about money comes, you can say the member of Rajapaksa family is in a good shape for any financial problems. Because half of the country, half of the whole the revenue of the country is in their bank accounts, maybe. Situationally, situationally, it means what is that? If you go for a interview, if you go for a match, talk about a cricketer, he's going to play. So he can just do well and he has practiced well. You can say he's in a good shape for the match. Okay. My sister's husband has a good job. So they are in a good shape financially. You understand? My sister's husband has a good job. So they are in a good shape financially. You understand?